We are live.
Viva Mexico, live from Mexico.
Live from Mexico for another couple weeks.
We're actually got Nii on the phone. Where's Nii? Patch in with some video, Nii. You're hiding yourself. We'll try and get Nii in as our special guest this week. So Jesse, let everybody know where you are when you're coming back so you can rub it in.
I only have a couple more weeks to rub it in, but I'm down here in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Have been, I guess, like 4 or 5 months now, since end of October. Yeah, coming back at the end of February. Alberta is where I'm from. And just enjoying the last couple weeks of sunshine and pools and beaches.
That is awesome. So you've been coming to us the past couple of weeks from Mexico. You're going to be coming back to Alberta just in time for spring, which is awesome timing.
That was the plan.
So I have Nii on here. So Nii is in the waiting room somewhere. Nii Nortey Engmann, our special guest this week from The New Rich. We're going to try and patch Nii in, but we'll keep going here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to hear what he has to say. We got to figure this out.
If we can get him on. That's the only thing. So I'll keep going with the agenda here. Maybe Alicia can pop in the office here and see if she can figure this out. We've never had this issue before. So Nii, do we have you here live on audio?
Yeah, I'm here live on audio with y'all. I hear you guys. I see you guys. I'm crushed I'm not on there. Jesse, what's going on, brother?
How's it going, man?
So fortunately, we can't see Nii. Or unfortunately. But Nii, sorry, we're having technical difficulties here. It's us old guys in the control room that are having struggles. But we'll keep going with the agenda here. We'll just do some informal introductions and what we're going to be covering today. So, of course, we cover what we're going to learn. Then we tell you about what you're learning. Then you got to take what you learn and go out and practice it.
100%. That's what it's about.
You know, if you don't, we bring these special guests on with their special wizardry skills, especially Nii on the affiliate marketing side, rivaling Jesse here that works with us on board, but Nii does his own thing. How long have you been at the game, Nii?
I would say I've been in the industry since 2016. So going on six years now, yeah.
5, 6?
5.5, 6 years, yeah.
Awesome. So I seen you out in the fringe there when we were starting to go online, going remote. You know, our tax practices adopted the virtual world, so we meet all our clients remotely now, especially the last 2 years with everything that's going on in the world. But that's where affiliate marketing can really take hold in the, in the market, no pun intended, but to get inroads into the affiliate marketing world, I think this is perfect timing, like a perfect storm almost.
100%. I couldn't agree more. With everything that's happening in the world, more and more people are coming online, purchasing, spending money online, and are looking for ways to make an income online. And so I was super fortunate with a handful of forward-moving thinkers to get ahead of the curve and be a part of the industry early. And so it really just equipped me for a time like this. I remember when it first started to happen, I had people reaching out to me being like, what are you doing? How are you earning an income online? I had my parents come to me, be like, wow, I'm so proud that you made a decision to invest in an online income when everything,
Yeah, forget about school, right? Forget about school, forget about the sports career, just worry about the online income. So proud parents, right? So just quickly here, you're not fortunate enough to be, well, you can see the slides. So for our upcoming events, go to our website, MrTaxes.ca/events, or on our Facebook page where you can sign up for all future events here, special guests like Nii spilling the beans on all their secret recipe for success. So a little bit about us before we get into your background, Nii, is our trademark's backdated to 1984. So we started a little before 2016. We're going on 35 years now, 36, almost 35 and a half. So we've been at this a long time. We've seen the tax game evolve, just like affiliate marketing's evolved over the past 4 years. It evolves every day, every hour, I guess, with Facebook changing their algorithms. But we've adopted the online marketing, and we're really embracing it, especially going into this tax season. We're ready with 25,000 plus clients, serving them all virtually across Canada, all provinces except Quebec. And special co-host here. After the quote of the week, they keep changing these up on us, Jesse. So hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. Yeah, when talent doesn't work hard, they keep throwing us off. Paige is throwing us for a loop here. But hard work can really pay dividends. You know, it's not going to happen today for you. If you're jumping into the affiliate marketing world, it's not going to happen tomorrow, but jumping on board and getting somebody like Nii on board with you, our special guest today. Whoa.
We made it.
Whoa, man.
We got him.
I should have worn my purple jacket today. Like
my purple jacket's back in Alberta.
Yeah,
there's no suits needed in Mexico, 100%.
No, man.
The moderators, Paige and Alicia in the background, they do all the background work with us. Help get the questions answered and relay messages to us, help with all the technical stuff. They were joking around today, said we were looking at the virtual backgrounds. They said we should put one of the beach just to say, hey, Jesse, we're next door. Not gonna. Hey, glad you made it on here, Nii. So one of the things Paige is doing every week through our newsletters, putting out some fun surveys. You know, that's all we need is another LinkedIn survey, right? Another LinkedIn poll, but we're doing some fun ones. So last week's poll, we had 62.5% preferred the tax man over the death angel. So which one are you most afraid of? More people are afraid of taxes than they are of dying. So watch for next week's poll. You know, watch it on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on our email campaigns. So these fun little polls just help keep people engaged. Are you doing anything like that, Nii? Anything with polls? LinkedIn has polls. I know it works for some industries, some it doesn't work for.
Mm-hmm. I haven't actually fully tapped into LinkedIn, which is really funny. But I'm hearing some really, really great things about LinkedIn. But yeah.
Well, LinkedIn's for the old rich, but we'll get to that a bit later. The old rich, yeah. So Jesse, we'll let Jesse, you know, people have heard Jesse's background before, but anything new, Jesse, anything to add to, you know, the accolades that you've accomplished over the years?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been an online, offline entrepreneur since 2016, got into the affiliate marketing space 2016. Since then, I've built multiple businesses, a couple offline, and mostly online. I've reached number one in sales for 3 different global companies that I've ever promoted, which then told me that maybe I'm doing something right. So then I found my passion in truly helping people, though, supporting people to accomplish their goals and create their visions. And if anyone's ever looking for anything, automation, putting systems and processes together, coaching in any industry, I mean, I just love taking people's visions and turning it into reality, and just supporting them through that journey. So that's me. I'm founder of Next Level Vision. That's our newest venture. Yeah,
Next Level Community. Possibly Alicia could get that up in the chat area if people are looking to put their systems together. Can we buy a vowel? Is Vanna White in the house? Next Level Community minus the vowels, NXTL. blcommunity.com. So Alicia will get that in there. You're gonna throw her for a loop. She's an English major.
I'm really I really take pride in my grammar, so that was a hard one for me too, but you got to do things a little bit different.
You got to shake it up. You have to shake it up. Okay, so special guest Nii Nortey. So Nii, I gave a little shot at basketball back in public school, and in public school, Carlton Heights Public School on Prince of Wales Drive in Ottawa, just actually visited there recently in the fall. I went back to Ottawa looking at a new partnership with a group in Ontario. Went back to visit the school, and the nets are still there. This is 30 some years ago. This is public school. And I still remember that, you know, us being able to dunk in public school, but I went back and realized that the nets are only like 5'10" or something. So what are the nets in the NBA? It's 10 foot, right?
10 foot. I was like, wait, hold up. You're dunking? What do you mean?
Well, Dunkin' Donuts maybe, but that's about it.
Getting up. I love it. But yeah,
hockey and basketball not hockey and basketball, hockey and boxing were my game. But you know, basketball is a real sport because I tried, you know, jumping in to a couple games out on the court, you know, out in the playground, and you know, it's a real skill. It takes years. So where did you go on basketball? Nii, I know you had a little bit of a basketball background. I've seen the photos all over Facebook and social media. Where did you play basketball? How far did you go?
Yeah. So a little background. Basketball has been the love of my life ever since I was a little kid growing up. Seeing Michael Jordan on the court doing his thing, I was like, wow, I wish I could, you know, be that. So that was my first goal, my first desire. But this all ties into affiliate marketing, so it'll make sense. But I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a coach, anybody to guide me, right? My parents didn't have the money to invest in a trainer to help me learn the game. So I actually, growing up, learned basketball on my own. So off the court, I was amazing. Like, could do all the tricks, score all the buckets, super confident. But the moment I got into a real game, there would be no action. Like people would clap. I was the person that people would clap for when I scored a bucket. But long story short, my grade 12 year, I moved out here to Vancouver. That was the first time I had someone believe in me, saw a vision of what I can do, and they invested into me. They got me a coach. So number one, I highly recommend getting a coach. It will transform and shorten your learning curve tremendously. There were things that I learned in that 1 year that I hadn't learned over the whole 12, 13 years of me playing basketball. But yeah, so met that coach, was blown away. He was an old football coach that turned to a basketball coach. So if you know anything about football, they're hard-nosed, right? They'll push you, they'll drill you. They don't take any nonsense. And I needed that, right? Because sometimes you have to be uncomfortable. You have to be pushed into outside of your comfort zone in order for you to get results, right? We're used to doing things over and over and over again. Our habits are literally the things that hold us shackled to our reality, right? So when we're able to transform those habits, amazing things happen. So anyways, long story short, that grade 12 year was the best year I had in my life. I was in newspapers. People were talking about me in the town. I was being featured on different magazines, websites, what have you. And this was, in terms of my basketball career, the best thing that ever happened to me. So again, long story short, that season, the one season of my career, landed me to play the highest level of basketball in Canada at the time, which was CIS, right? So I was playing at Trinity Western, played there for 2.5 years. Phenomenal. Our team went to nationals. We came in second in the nation, right? So if you know anything about basketball, that's a massive, massive accomplishment, a lot of hard work. There was a lot of talent that was there. And I was just literally in the background learning and growing through this process. So
I know the feeling, man. I came up with the silver at the 96 Olympic trials. So when they start giving out gold medals for second place, then maybe we can brag about it, right?
100%. That the silver has 2 years with it, definitely.
But I just saw something on the news yesterday about a figure skater, a Canadian figure skater that fell a couple times during his event, and a lot of people were, stomping on him online, social media and stuff. And somebody came to his aid. It was a former Olympian, said, "Hey, how many of you ever made it to the Olympics?" And it put it in perspective. Here was, and I read down the story because it was riveting. This young guy who went, and I don't know his name, sorry, but he got the call at the last minute as a fill-in because somebody couldn't make it. So getting, the opportunity to go to the Olympics and wear that Olympic jacket, you have that for the rest of your life. People aren't going to remember that he fell a couple times. 100%. He's going to be coming back, and he's, everybody say, "Wow, you made it to the Olympics." How many people can put that in their, that feather in their cap? And going back to coaching, my first boxing coach, when I moved out here to pursue my boxing career, Jerry Versami, he competed for Ghana at the Olympics as a boxer. Wow. He had us running up SFU Mountain and going up Grouse Grind. Every week we do one or the other, on top of our road training. And when we were going up SFU Mountain, he would drive beside us in the car and scream at us out the window. So talk about hard-nosed coaches. And then when we were doing the Grouse Grind, he would take the lift up and he'd meet us at the top, and he'd wait at the top until he could see the first one and scream at us. Yeah. Come on, finish harder. I'm like, "Hey man, we're not from Ghana. We're Canadians. We can't run like that, dude." Yeah, we had a lot of fun with him. He was a great coach, but pushed us. So I understand the feeling, that's what brings us to the level we're at.
100%. And again, tying into affiliate marketing, that's what allowed me to build the business that I have now. In the early stages back in 2016, I had no idea what I was doing when it came to marketing online. I knew
and
about
still don't.
Yeah, facts. Exactly. Always learning.
But we do it. And you got to the level where you're at because of hard work and dedication. Same as Jesse. I know Jesse put in many years, hard work, made all the mistakes. I did. Those that are successful make mistakes. Don't worry about making the mistakes. Just keep pushing to get where you're at today. So people can come back and read your accolades here, Nii, but what are we going to be talking about today on the affiliate marketing side? Because this is the side hustle for your side hustle, where MrTaxes, we have an affiliate program. Jesse has an affiliate program with his coaching and courses. And Jesse helped us put together our affiliate program. But we don't want to steal people away from their main side hustle. Whatever your passion is, pursue it, and Nii can help take you there. So Nii, we'll let you take it away here. We got about 40 minutes for you. And I know Paige keeps moving moving her images around, but that's just to keep our images out of the way of the text or anything is moving on. So,
for sure.
We got to keep you on your toes here for the next 20 minutes.
For sure. Awesome. So yeah, guys, what we're going to talk about, the 3 fundamental pillars when it comes to transforming your business in affiliate marketing, right? Number 1, how to turn your brand into a love mark. One of the things that I've found when it comes to affiliate marketing is that a lot of people struggle with not only just creating a brand, but how to actually get their brand to go viral, how to get their brand to be represented by other people, how to get other people enrolled in the vision of what it is that you're doing so that your brand has a life outside of yourself. So we're going to talk about that. Number 2, we're going to talk about the two biggest traffic sources when it comes to online marketing. And the number 1 way that I believe you can generate leads today, because what we found is there's different methods that people are using, different strategies. The number 1 most effective way to generate leads, we're going to talk about that today. And then the 3rd thing is we're going to dive into a little bit of my personal strategy, what we are doing online to convert leads into sales at such a rapid rate. So let's dive into it.
Yeah, let's dive in. So Nii, are we going to be sharing the screen here with you, or do you have a presentation?
I have a document that I have some notes written on that I can share.
Okay, so your brand is the new Rich versus the old Rich. So we got some images up on the screen here, just showing the old Rich. But where did the name come from, the new Rich?
Excellent question. So it actually came from a book that I was reading. I was reading this book that really captivated me. The book is called The 4-Hour Workweek. Right. That book, the concepts in that book, revolutionary. At the time that I got it, again, this was probably back in 2014, 2015. And at that moment, I was struggling, right? For me, my backstory is I had a daughter super young, right? I was 22 at the time, still in university, had no idea what I was really going to do with my life. And so that put my back against the wall.
Well, right? I knew what you were going to do as soon as you had your daughter, is you're going to be taking care of her for the next 20 years.
Exactly. But I had to figure out how, right? I was working. I dropped out of school. So now obviously the education side of it, I don't have a diploma to get me a high paying job, right? So now I'm working 2 jobs. My back's against the wall. I'm stressed out, right? I come home. I'm exhausted. I'm frustrated. I don't like what I'm doing at work anyway. So it's like I go to work upset. I don't want to do this for another 20 years. Like, what? Are you kidding me? So I had to figure something out. And again, going back to the basketball story about mentorship, I realized that I didn't have the answers. So who do I know that has the answers? The quickest way to learn information is through a book, right? People have dedicated their lives to study and research. And so that's how I came across this book. It was recommended to me. I read it. I was blown away by the concepts that there were people all over the world leveraging the internet, making the same amount of money that you would make in a year, they were making it in a month, right? And that captivated me, blew me away. I actually read a story of an Olympian. He was training to be an Olympian, I think an Olympic skier, right? Him and his brother. But at the same time, he was also working on a business online, right? Something that can allow him to have more time freedom. His coach was upset that he was taking time away from his craft, right, to now jump into affiliate marketing. But what ended up happening within a year and a half of being in the business, right, he was able to create an income of $20,000 a month, right? This gave him the freedom to now focus on building the skill set of becoming an Olympian, right? He doesn't have to deal with, because at the end of the day, you have your goals, you have your dreams, you have your passions, but the bills still keep coming month to month to month. So what are you going to do? So anyways, read that book, was super captivated. He spoke about the idea of the new rich, the new currency, how we actually earn our income. And so that captivated me. I said, you know what? I believe we are the new rich, right? Everybody who's leveraging the internet right now to make an income, this is a new way of making money. Back in the early 1900s, right? Or even if you say 1970, 1980, the internet didn't exist, right? The internet was created and open in 1991, right? It's still a baby. Well, technically it's in its 20s, right? And so I guess 30s now, right? Yeah, the internet
30.
is 30.
30, dirty 30.
It's crazy. But yeah,
and almost all businesses have something to do online. Whether you're not selling a product or you're not selling your service, you're getting exposure, you're getting leads, you're connecting with people on Facebook, chatting with clients through Zoom. Here we are on Webinar Jam. So something on the internet, online, your business. And whether you're using the internet 1% for your business or 110%, like Jesse and Nii are, and us, we're adopting it. You know, I would say that last year we had maybe a dozen clients, only because they know where our office is, but we're not going to post our address anymore, just so we can go 100% online.
I love it. I love it. All right, so I'm a screen share real quick, and then
awesome.
We'll dive into this document. All right, you guys can see my screen here. I'm gonna move you guys over here. It looks like it's coming out red. Is that just me, or am I tripping out?
No, it's a little bit of delay. We have it now. So laying your foundation for social media success.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, let's dive into it. Oh, this is the wrong one. Hold up.
That's the New Rich Syndicate. What, do you have the new Rich Syndicate also, or what?
You killed me, Rob.
I know, we got to keep it light here. Hey, we're in accounting. We got to keep it light or something's going to go wrong. It'll go off the rails real quick. I'm not going to mute myself, but I'm just going to turn the video off so you get more screen space.
Okay,
more
cool.
real estate.
Yeah, and I'm
more affiliate bang for your buck.
I got you guys also to the right of me, so if you see me looking that way, it's just to make sure that we're all popping and everything is good to go over there. So yeah, let's dive into it. The 3 core pillars of affiliate marketing. And what I believe, if you can master these 3 things, it will transform your life, transform your business. So first and foremost, first thing I want to talk about is the perfect combination of mindset and skill set. What a lot of people don't realize when it comes to the affiliate space, when it comes to just marketing online in general, the foundation starts in the mindset. If you have a proper mindset coming into it, if you understand that at the end of the day, things are going to take time, there's going to be work involved, you are going to succeed. But mindset alone is not going to get you there. You need to have a skill set. You need to have a pair of skills that allow you to create a foundational income or create a sustainable income in this space online. Whether it's generating leads, if you're looking to just generate leads, again, it starts with mindset and then goes into skill set, right? So let's dive into it. Turning your brand into a love mark. So one of the core things that I've found when it comes to affiliate marketing, and the biggest problem, like I mentioned earlier, is that a lot of people have a problem creating a brand, understanding what a brand means to them and how it'll impact their business. When they create a brand, they either create a personal brand, whether it's their own name, which there are benefits for that, or they create a brand that's external to them, right? A brand that somebody can then go and purchase, similar to the New Rich. It has nothing to do with them. They can be the face of it, but essentially it allows for room for growth and other people to step into the limelight, right? So when it comes to turning your brand into a love mark, the first thing that's important is understanding your audience, right? Understanding who your audience is and what your audience message is, okay? So a lot of the times what I've seen in this space is people like to market to themselves, right? People like to talk about themselves. They like to use themselves as a point of reference to identify who it is that they're targeting. Right now, depending on what your product is, depending on what your service is, this works. But what I've found is that who you are as an individual is also limited, right? And so to understand a wider range, a wider audience, you as an individual need to grow first and foremost and learn what's going on in the world of other people, right? When I started my business, I wasn't working a 6-figure job, right? That's the reality. I was working 2 jobs because I was trying to make ends meet, right? And so the product that I currently market would not be able to be purchased by people who are in my position. That's just the reality of it. So marketing to myself wouldn't get me the results that I need in order to create a sustainable business, right? It wouldn't allow my product to actually go viral. So what I had to do was I had to find a way to speak to my audience directly, right? So what I love about the internet, it gives you the opportunity to test your marketing message, right? When it comes to being able to figure out who is the best audience for you, you can test your marketing message and test the different niches that you can reach out to advertise to. Let me give you an example, right? When I started my business, a lot of who I was marketing to were single fathers that were in a position that they were struggling. They were looking to make ends meet. Maybe they wanted to provide more for their daughters, their kids, right? And so I had to learn, and being a parent, it was easy for me to understand what was going on in the life of a parent, right? But again, like I said, I wanted to expand and grow outside of that. So what did I do? I had to learn the language of business. I wanted to reach out to business owners and have business owners now step into my marketing, have business owners be my leads, be my clients, right? And so what I did was I did the research. I went out, I spoke to different business owners. What were their problems that they were facing? What were the things that were going on in their life that caused frustration? What kept them up at night, right? And it was those things in my research that allowed me to create a message that takes someone, and what I like to call it in my marketing when we go through our training is there are people who are living on Hell Island, okay? Hell Island is a real place. They're burning, they're frustrated, they're in pain, they want to get off of Hell Island, right? And across the river, there's a place called Heaven Island, and they can see it, right? They can see Heaven Island, and what Heaven Island represents is their goals, right? What Heaven Island represents is the reality that they want to achieve, right? And so you as a marketer, you as someone who has been able to find the solution to their problem, right? What you've done is you've created a bridge, right? You created a bridge to get them from Hell Island to Heaven Island, right? And so your job as a marketer is to promote the bridge, not only promote the bridge, but help people walk the path, show them the path from Hell Island to Heaven Island. And literally by doing this, as long as your problem is big enough, right? If you solve a big enough problem, you'll start to see that people left, right, and center will start folding, will start coming in heaves, in the masses towards your brand, towards what you're representing, right? So that's the first thing, is understanding your marketing message, right? And who is your audience. The second thing when it comes to branding is the vision, right? When I started the New Rich Syndicate, I was in a place where I was looking to collaborate with like-minded individuals and create a movement that we could together be able to impact the world, right? I knew that me as my own person on my own, I'm not enough, right? I'm not enough to change billions of lives, which is what our goal is, right? We want to impact at least 100 million people in this generation, right? And so to do that, again, number one, marketing message. Number two, who is the audience, right? But understanding, okay, what is the vision? Where are we going, right? It's not about the dollar amount, right? It's not about, okay, let's hit 1 million, let's hit 100K, right? It's not about that. It's about how many lives can we impact, right? And when you make your focus on solving the problems for the people and giving the people the quickest way for them to alleviate the pain, alleviate the stress, right? And they can be onboarded with the vision. I talk about vision a lot. And the reason why is because I believe if people can catch the vision, they will wear your brand on their chest. The reason why Nike is so powerful is because their vision represents elite athletes. Their vision represents perfection in the sports arena, right? And anybody who wants perfection in the sports arena will get behind that brand, right? Just do it. Take action, right? And so I wanted to create something that represented a Nike, something that other people can get on board, that wasn't just limited to who I was as an individual, right? And so understanding the vision of your company and where your company is going, not just for today, not just a month from now, not just a year from now, but 5 years from now, 10 years from now, right? And the third thing I want to touch on when it comes to turning your brand into a love mark is number one, or the last thing I want to touch on when it comes to turning your brand into a love mark is having an exit strategy, right? As an individual, right? I see a lot of people, ego becomes a part of business, right? When you create a business, it's like your baby, right? You want to nurture it, you want to see it grow, you want it to stay home the whole time. But the reality is, in the world of business is fast-paced, business is moving. And that's why I actually learned a lot from Jesse. Jesse was one of the people that when I got into this space, I was admiring what he was doing because he was a mover and a shaker in this industry, right? And he created a brand that literally people were running after, people were chasing after, right? And so I saw that, and I believe we actually had a conversation in Vegas. I believe it was Vegas. I spoke to him, asked him a few questions, picked his brain, right? And understood that, okay, when you have an exit strategy, something that you can essentially walk away from, but it will live on its own, right? You have something powerful that you can essentially give to the world. So that's that right there. Those are the three things you need to turn your brand into a love mark. Number one, understand your audience and your marketing message. Number two, preach the vision. You need to talk vision, 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 vision. And number three, what is your exit strategy? Have a way that this business is outside of yourself. Let's go to number two. Hope you guys got some massive value from that. If you got some value, drop that in the comments. Let's get it. So number two, the two biggest traffic sources and the number one way to generate leads, right? So in the space of online marketing, there are two traffic sources that I recommend in our industry, right? Google and Facebook. Those are the two. And the reason why is because number one, Google is the biggest search engine on the planet known to date. And the second is YouTube, which is owned by Google, right? So by stepping into the traffic sources that Google has put into place, Google ads, the Google Sense, right? By understanding YouTube ads, right? You're able to tap into a demographic, right? Tap into an audience of people that are looking for your product. And we'll talk about why I love Google so much. The second, again, Facebook. And the reason why is there are billions and billions of people on Facebook, right? Facebook is actually the number one social media platform to date, right? So for me, my biggest thing is understanding where my audience is, where are they hanging out, and how can I find them in the quickest amount of time, right? So the reason why I love Google so much is because if you're leveraging SEO, what you're doing is you're tapping into people who are actively searching to solve a problem, right? The only reason why somebody goes to Google is to look up something or ask a question, right? Questions are actually the most known form of searches on Google, right? And so if your niche, if your topic, if your product solves a problem, there's probably some people on Google looking for it, right? And so by tapping into Google, and my way to market, I love video, okay? I believe video is the number one way to generate leads because it is the fastest way for you to build a connection with your audience, right? People can see you, people can hear you, right? And if you look at marketing online, those are the only two mediums that essentially are needle movers in the business, right? If you are being seen and you are being heard, right, you are able to impact the imagination and the mind of the individual, right? A lot of people just focus on text, right? And I believe text is super powerful, definitely, right? Because what it does, like reading a book, right, it elicits the imagination and they are able to tap into their own brain, their own subconscious mind to bring out their desires. But when you're able to build a connection with an individual, this allows the process of the transaction, right? Because people are only going to buy for you. They're only going to buy from you if they know you, like you, and trust you, right? That's the reality of it. And I believe video is the fastest way to do that. So we leverage YouTube, right? YouTube is something that is up and coming, that has been around, again, the second biggest platform when it comes to search engines, right? It's the second biggest search engine to date. So by understanding how to get comfortable on video, right? I'm going to give you 3 strategies to get comfortable on video. Number 1, the camera is your best friend, right? So a lot of what I do before I actually hit the record button is I visualize that my camera is an old friend that I haven't seen in a long time. And so the energy, the excitement, right? That's the energy level that I bring on camera. It's like, man, I haven't seen you in so long. What is going on? And this allows my audience to really resonate with me as an individual, right? So YouTube ads, phenomenal. Number 2, right? The second strategy to getting good on video, have some type of script, have some type of guideline of what you are going to be talking about on your video. A lot of the times, people are super sporadic. The mind kind of goes all over the place. It wanders, right? And so when you're able to have a script, have some type of guideline, you're able to condense your time. And what this does for your audience is this gives your audience the highest form of value in the shortest amount of time, right? If you can condense your script to 3 minutes and have each word be so meaningful, so impactful, it will transform your customers' experience on your journey, on their journey to purchasing your product, right? And so the third thing when it comes to video is always have a call to action at the end. A lot of what we do, regardless of whether we're selling products or not, we want to tap into the algorithm of what's going on YouTube as well as on social media, right? Social media is huge when it comes to engagement. The algorithm is always changing. But if you're able to tap into video, video is the most digested form of media on the platform, right? All platforms to date are pushing video, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Snapchat, whether it's Instagram, it all has to do with video. So when you can get comfortable with video, which again, I believe is the number 1 way to generate leads, you will be able to skyrocket your business in a tremendous amount of time. So that right there is secret number 2.
Call to action. Call to action. Remember, if you like the video, click the like button below and remember to subscribe.
100%. Subscribe if you haven't already.
If you haven't already.
If you haven't already. So yeah, the 2 biggest traffic sources, YouTube, right? Again, Google, tapping into Google ads, and then social media, Facebook, right? And the number 1 way to generate leads, video. Get comfortable with video. I know MrTaxes, they have a series of videos coming out that is going to impress you. They've been working really hard behind the scenes. They got a whole studio set up. Right?
We actually took our last 100. That's what Alicia and Paige are working on. Maybe they could put some info in the chat area, but our YouTube channel's been sitting dormant since we signed up for YouTube account in, I think, 2016, pretty much when you started, and it's been sitting there. We have 27 subscribers. So our goal by the end of the year is to have 1,000. But what Alicia and Paige are doing, they're putting up, we have over 100 webinars we've done. So we have the raw footage.
Nice.
We're going to be putting that up on YouTube. They have some doodly videos with some tax tips and some informational stuff on taxes that they'll be posting. And that's what we're working on. We get inspired by bringing our guests on, like you, Nii, and other guests we've had on. We learn some tips. We don't have time to go out and spend a full day at events, but this is this is why our viewers come on to these webinars. You get value. I mean, 2 big tips are already that we're going to go back to the drawing board on.
Hope you guys are getting some massive value. Let's go. 2022, baby.
Yeah. What do they say? Put some 1s or 2s in the chat area.
What's in the chat if you're getting some massive value from this right now?
So number 3, what's going on with number 3?
Number 3 gets no love. What?
You're killing us, keeping us in suspense here.
All right. Number 3, we're going to dive into it. So boom, boom, boom. Our highest converting system online. So a lot of what we do, again, I'm huge with video. I love video, but a lot of what we do has to do with value. By giving value, you're able to, again, attract the people who are coming to you wanting to solve their problems, right? So for us right now, what we've been doing is we leverage what's called high tech, high touch. One of my mentors, when I got into the space online, they spoke about a fusion of leveraging automation as well as being highly involved in your business, right? And so being hands-on, communicating with leads. Because a lot of the time when people step into the online space, the reason why they do it first and foremost is for the automation, right? Because it's easy, it's simple. They can have leads, clients, customers coming in on autopilot in the back end, and everybody's fascinated, infatuated with this idea of going to sleep and waking up with money in their emails, right? And so a lot of the time when people rely solely on just automation, what I've found is it actually hinders their business, because right now people are skeptical when it comes to things that are going on online. People are smart, right? People want proof of what's actually happening. People want to talk to someone. People want support. People want that human element, as well as the convenience of leveraging the internet, right? And so when you're able to leverage high tech, right? So what technology do we use in our business? We're using things like MiniChat, right? So MiniChat is an automated messenger sequence that allows you to have people message you and it responds for you, right? So it's an autoresponder for your messenger on Facebook. It also does Instagram as well. Mind blowing, right? But I see people solely rely on just the automation, right? What we've done is we've created a hybrid. By hybriding these two into our business, we start with automation to start the process, to qualify our leads, to make sure that the person that we are speaking to is a right caliber individual. And then from there, what we do is we then personally hop on the phone. We then personally engage with them in Messenger. We then personally figure out what their problems are and what they need to solve. So then that way we're building up the know, like, and trust, so that when we get to the ask of the buy, like, hey, are you willing to invest in this? We believe that this is the best solution to solve your problem. They're comfortable saying yes, right? A lot of the times what I see when people solely rely on automation and they just allow the tech to do the selling for them, their conversions are a lot lower, right? And so what we've done is we've implemented this high-tech, high-touch system so that not only are we getting results in terms of us as leadership within our company, but also our newest affiliates coming in. We have people who've come in and within their first 5 to 10 days, they've made thousands of dollars in commissions. Why? Because they're leveraging the tech, but not only that, they're also embedding their personality and engaging with their customers and clients as well. So that's that right there. That's my highest converting system, right? Leveraging high tech, high touch. Those are the 3 core pillars to create success in affiliate marketing, right? Number 1, understanding your brand, right? Turning your brand into a love mark. If your brand can live outside of yourself, if people want to tattoo their brand on you, on them, on their shoulders, on their chest, on their back, right? That's my goal. I want to see somebody tattoo the new rich on their body. What? That would be crazy, because what that means is it's impact. Like, not literally, don't actually go out and do that. I'm speaking figuratively. But like, to have somebody love what you are doing that much, to go out of their way that they want to have something permanent on them, it's phenomenal, right? So turn your brand into a love mark. Create a brand that speaks directly to your marketing message. Number 2, your biggest the two biggest traffic secrets, right? Leverage Google, leverage social media so that you're able to tap into where your audience is, right? Tap into where they're hanging out, solve their problems, be able to provide value, and by providing value, leverage the high tech, high touch. Leverage being able to use technology. Technology is advancing at such a rapid rate, right? At such a rapid rate. It's crazy what's happening. Right now, people are talking about augmented reality. People are talking about VR. People are talking about the metaverse, right? Leverage tech. It's okay to be ahead of the curve. That's what you want, right? But don't let it replace the human element of what business has to offer. So guys, that's it right there. It's your boy Nii Nortey. I hope you guys got some massive value. I want to give a huge shout out to the Mr. Taxes team, to the Dollar Tax Club team that has done a phenomenal job putting this stuff together, putting massive, massive value week after week for you guys to succeed. And so I'm excited for every single one of you guys who have been tuning into this. You guys are going to level up. Your businesses are going to explode. 2022 is going to be a massive year as long as you do one thing, and that's take massive action. So, guys, I hope you guys loved it. Over to you, Mr. Stone.
Muted, Rob. Are we running into the same issue as a couple weeks ago?
Well, the same issue is I got to turn my mic on, I guess. The lips are moving, but nothing's coming out. Let's see here. I'm going to get the slideshow back up, but awesome value, Nii. You know, simple stuff. People think it has to be complicated.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all.
I love everything that you were talking about, Nii. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I feel like you and I could have, we could talk for hours and hours about this kind of stuff. Everything you said resonated. Everything you said is, perfectly in alignment with what I believe in personally as well as professionally. So thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I could listen to you guys talk about that stuff for days and weeks and months and years and decades, but when it comes time to talk about taxes, you know where you want to go.
Yep, let them know.
I always tell everybody, you go try out the competition if you want, all you want, but as soon as you're ready to do business, then you come back to us. So again, these webinars are put out here because we're the side hustle for your side hustle. We have our own affiliate program. So dollartaxclub.ca/affiliates, or you can get to it from the Mr. Taxes website. But we have our own affiliate program where we pay you to send us referrals. Unlike Cineplex or Landmark, when was the last time somebody told you about a great movie? Did Cineplex send you a gift card for that? No, they didn't.
Really not.
That's how I sum up affiliate marketing, because a lot of people are asking us, our clients are saying, what's this affiliate thing all about? I said, you got to tune in on Wednesday. Listen to Jesse, put his 2 cents in. Special guests like Nii, with the new Rich. What is the website, Nii? Maybe at least you can get that into the chat area.
Yeah, definitely. I see it there. It's it's riseofthenr.coms/group. So we actually have a free group where we go over affiliate marketing strategies. We talk about things, expand on things that I shared on today's call. And so if any of you guys would like to learn more about that as well, you guys can definitely feel free to jump in there. We will welcome.
So the tax tip of the day, everybody should have access to their own CRA account. If you cannot get in, that's one of the things that we help with. We can help get you access, because one of the skill testing questions they have on that application to get access to your account is one of the line numbers off your tax return. So as a third party representative, we can log into your CRA account on your behalf, get that information for you, help get you hooked up with your own CRA account. Keep an eye on what's going on. You don't want somebody else using your SIN number to get T4 slips issued, do you? No, because you're going to have that income on a T4 slip and you never worked at that job. So that's one of the things we help mortgage brokers with. Register at the dollartaxclub.ca for your referral program for discounts for upcoming tax season. So if you're looking to save a few bucks, get a professional accountant to work on your taxes for 2021 or previous years, we do a 10-year review, and that's one of the benefits of joining the Dollar Tax Club. That review is included with your $1 membership. So again, it's only $1. Where else can you get something for $1? Not even at the dollar store. I was walking around there the other day, it was like $12.99 for something.
100%.
I said, is that 12.99 items, or is that like one item for $12.99? It's I asked the lady at the counter, is this a dollar store or the $12.99 store?
They 10X there.
Yeah, they've been listening to too much Grant Cardone. They've been drinking the Cardone Kool-Aid. So a little tax joke of the week to lighten things up if you haven't had a few chuckles already. But the scratches on the wall, I guess this guy's been tracking his time in the clink. It says the first 2 were for tax fraud. The last 26 were for shooting my accountant. Well, I was telling Paige, this is not the type of information you want to be giving us clients. I mean, we got to go out and get a bulletproof vest or something for me.
It's so funny though, because a lot of the times people don't realize that their accountant, that there's things that their accountant doesn't know. That's why I love what you guys are doing here at the Dollar Tax Club. Like, you go above and beyond. Your research is impeccable. Yeah, and so you're saving lives. Like, I've literally spoken. Like, you're saving lives with what you're providing, for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of accountants are lackadaisical. Maybe it's implicit with their mentality or the lifestyle, or maybe after 4 years of accounting school, you just want to poke your eyes out with sharp pencils. But, I was on the other side. That's probably why we have such passion, because I worked in the trades. When I had my accident in 96, I had a huge tax bill. I wasn't working for 6 months. The bills were piling up, etc. And I had to fight my way out of it. Learn what I did on my own, took a few courses, jumped in head first into the industry. And that's what you have to do. If you're going to be in basketball, affiliate marketing, basket weaving, you want to be the best basket weaver in the world, spend some time at it. You got to spend 10,000 hours at a trade, I hear, before you become an expert.
Thanks.
And I'm well beyond the 10,000 hours. But we're at the point now where we only have to work half days here. The entire office. Even during tax season, we get to choose which half, though, the first 12 hours or the last 12 hours. That's our half days.
No 24s, eh?
No 24s, man. We cut those out. Leave those for Jordan and Norte. So free review. You can go to the Dollar Tax Club, go to our website, book a call with us. And that's pretty much it. I don't know if we have many questions, but I know that our team was looking forward to having you on because you've been in the office. You've actually come in and helped us out with some video stuff, and video is the key, and we're finally getting around to it. We have the new office and the studio set up. We have a green wall. We have a massive green wall, so you're going to see a lot of new images behind us. This is not my real office. This is just my real office on a green wall. It's cool when you can reach back and pull a book off the shelf.
Yeah, right? It's almost like it's real. It's like, what? You kidding me, Rob? I love it.
Well, we try it. Eh? There's a Philogics book. So that's one of our partnerships. Just April of last year, partnered with a $5 billion US market cap company to be their Canadian provider for tax documents for the Canadian mortgage industry. We had a special guest on last week, Ryan Spence from Finastra/Philogics, their Canadian platform. So they service 90% of the mortgage industry and bank industry, just like Nii is servicing the affiliate industry. What's your main service and product, Nii?
So we work with this company that's based out of Japan that created this medical grade technology. So what we do is we are consultants to help people first and foremost understand how to leverage affiliate marketing for themselves, right? They can get in, leverage this technology, create a business for themselves. And then secondly, we also promote health and wealth, right? So understanding that your health is going to be the core of who you are as an individual. It's going to build you. Without your health, without having your body right, you can't do anything else, right?
So out of Japan, so it's like the Ginsu knife for health.
Exactly.
Pretty much. That's the way I describe it, because I know Enagic is a product and a company, but the affiliate marketing is first and foremost. Do you have any courses? Do you have any webinars that you do?
So we do a weekly webinar where we talk every Wednesday over the opportunity. And then right now we're in the process of ironing out our course, and we're going to be releasing that at the end of the first quarter. So we're super excited for that. A lot of what we've been doing has been through copy. Again, you guys know I'm huge on video. So right now we're about to have a whole video sequence for people to go through, which will allow it to be more of an engaging process. So I'm super excited about that.
And Jesse, your courses, what's next for you on the course front?
Oh man, we've got a lot of different things. We've got a full educational platform, full system where we help people really just dive into a lot of what we talked today, a lot of what Nii was talking about. But one of our main visions for the next quarter is we've got a marketplace that we're developing where Mr. Taxes, Rob, is already in there, where we have just resources and people that specialize in different areas that, maybe I don't specialize in, or my business partner doesn't specialize in, but we know people who do. So we want to have just a grocery store where you come here, you got everything you need. One-stop shop.
The Walmart of affiliate marketing.
Exactly.
Okay, what's next up for us, Jess? If you like what you're hearing on these affiliate webinars, we're the number 3 accounting firm on the QuickBooks Pro Advisor site now in BC. So your testimonials on this site, this link here we'd be grateful to have those. Alicia can get that into the chat area. When you put your testimonial on, make sure and put your business in there, your web link, your affiliate marketing link, whatever it is, because this is one of the highest viewed accounting web pages in Canada. The QuickBooks, controlling over 50% of the global market for bookkeeping and accounting software. If you're in small business, get your link on that site when you're giving us your testimonial. That would be awesome. Much appreciated. Hey. We love it. We love it. So, Jess, what's up next? That's it for, that's almost a wrap here for another week on the MrTaxes / Tax Club affiliate webinar. Next week, in the upcoming weeks, we're going to have Brittany Hardy on. She's a social media marketer. She was the national marketing, vice president marketing for Dominion Lending Centers, Canada's largest mortgage brokerage. And she was their marketing person, got thrown into the role, fairly young girl. She got thrown into the role at a young age, trial by fire, and she succeeded. They had Don Cherry on as their spokesperson for 2 years. Don Cherry, I know mortgages. He doesn't know social protocol. I guess he got turfed from CBC, but he was their spokesperson for 2 years. And she managed that $5 million marketing budget and got Dominion Lending pretty much to where they are today. So she'll be one of our upcoming guests. And other than that, anything coming up? Nii, your last chance to put a plug in, and Jesse.
My plug goes back to you guys. If you ain't plugged into Mr. Taxes, if you ain't plugged into Dollar Tax Club, you're sleeping. The best service on the planet. They take care of you, regardless of whether it's taxes, mortgages, whatever it is that you're going on financially. Whatever is going on in your life financially, they take care of you. So make sure that you're plugged in. Become an affiliate. Probably the best way to start earning a side income. So.
And that is your paid public service announcement from Nii Nortey Engmann from the New Ridge.
Ambassador.
Checks in the mail, bro. Yes, what's up with you on Next Level Marketing? Next Level.
I fully agree with Nii on the Dollar Tax Club. Like, when I first understood what it is that Rob team were doing, I just had to be a part of it. I was like, how can you not be a part of something like this? You pay $1 and you get people all of these benefits, the tax reviews, which who knows what might come out of that, right? It could be anything from $10 to $100,000. Who knows, right? And then also the discounts on accounting services. We all need to do our taxes every year, so why not take advantage of someone who is really good at what they do, as well as get a discount? Like, why wouldn't you do that, right?
Yeah, checks are in the mail, boys. Checks are in the mail. That is a let's see here. We're on the slideshow. Let's blow it up to full view. I gotta bust out the purple jacket for the next show. There we go. Awesome. Jesse's coming back to Canada. Jesse's going to be heading up the insurance front here across Canada for us with Mr. Insurance. Nii, you can catch him. His web links are in the chat area. We'll make sure that everybody gets a link for the replay video if they want to watch your top 3 tips again. And that's a wrap. We'll see everybody next week.
Awesome.
Mr. Taxes.
Often imitated, but never duplicated.
Let them know.
Let them know. That's it. We're going to go smash out some tax returns and we'll be back soon.
Boom.